Welcome to our kitchen oasis. Today I'm going to show you how to make stuffed crust pizza from scratch. First, you make the dough. In a large bowl, put water and about 3/4 of the bread flour and mix. You will leave this flour and water mixture for 30 minutes before you add other ingredients. This process makes the kneading easier later on. You can watch our bread dough video for kneading tips. All the flour is incorporated, so cover it and leave it in room temperature for 30 minutes or so. After resting for 30 minutes or so, you add instant dry yeast, sugar, and salt. This is a very simple recipe. You mix it until it's all incorporated. All mixed in, and finally add the rest of the bread flour and mix. The reason why I left 1/4 of the flour is that it's easier to mix sugar, salt and yeast into wet dough. If you have a bread maker, you can put all the ingredients at once and start the dough making course. All the flour is incorporated now, so you're ready to knead the dough on the bench. You use the heel of your hand to stretch the dough like this to form gluten in the dough. It may be a little stiff at the beginning. Rolling the dough like this will relax the dough. This will make the dough elastic. Now you can bash the dough. This is the fun part. This bashing will assist the gluten molecules to join together. After bashing a while, look how smooth it is. This is ready. You can put this back into the bowl and cover it and rest it for an hour or so until it doubles in size. While you wait for the dough to rise, you make pizza sauce. You put oil and crushed garlic in a frying pan or pot and cook it on medium heat until you can smell the garlic. Make sure it doesn't burn. Add 1 can of peeled tomato. I used cherry tomato in a can because it tastes lovely and looks pretty on pizza. Cook it for 5 minutes to reduce a bit, and it's done. You can add salt if the tomato has no added salt. The dough is puffed up nicely, doubled in size. Now you can put the dough on the bench and start shaping. You flatten the dough to get rid of the air. And divide it into 2 pieces. This recipe is for 1 large or 2 small pizzas. So make a round shape like this, pulling the side like this to pinch it on the bottom. Put some oil to prevent drying. Cover it and rest it for 15 minutes or so. After 15 minutes, the dough is relaxed, so you can stretch the dough into round shape. You can use a rolling pin, but it is easy enough to spread with your hands. Just stretch it like this. Now you stuff the crust. This is Colby cheese cut into 1 by 2 centimeter thick sticks. Place the cheese sticks on the edge and cover the cheese with the dough like this. The cheese sticks are quite chunky, but you need this because if the cheese is too thin, it will melt into the dough and disappear. And also, I recommend Colby cheese because if you use cheddar cheese or tasty cheese, it will melt no matter how thick you cut. Seal well and try to make a round shape if possible. And this is done. Now assembling time. I'm making 2 simplest and yet most beautiful pizzas today. First, Margherita. You spread the pizza sauce we made earlier, scatter the fresh basil and mozzarella cheese and Parmesan cheese mixture on top. Second one is garlic pizza. Put some olive oil as base and spread it. Scatter generous amount of sliced garlic and chopped spring onion. Again, mozzarella and Parmesan cheese mixture on top. And this is it. Very simple. Bake the pizzas in the preheated oven at 220 degrees or 210 van Forst for 15 minutes or until cheese melts and golden brown. You can make any pizzas using this stuffed crust pizza base. Hope you enjoy the video. Thank you for watching. See you next time.